So Danya, congratulations. You transferred into Columbia, which is amazing, and you were coming from Cornell. Um, it's really hard to transfer. You know, Columbia it would take about 100 students, like 100 total for the transfer, which is pretty crazy. Why don't we talk a little bit about the process? How you feeling about everything? Yeah, why don't you just go for it?
Yeah, it's definitely different just because you're doing it and not everybody around you is also applying. I actually kind of liked doing an application for transfer. Um I think kind of for that reason. Like I think I grew a lot as a person between the fall of my senior year of high school and then coming to like the winter of my first year of college. So I actually found that writing the essays and doing the application, especially because I was set and like I was already going to a college, it was a lot more, um, I don't know, it was kind of fun and a really good way to like reflect and stuff. And I'm just really happy that um, it worked out and that I was able to, I don't know, just like change courses because that was something that I kind of wanted to do.
Yeah, amazing. So why don't we talk a little bit about uh, why don't we talk about the process just a bit? So, you know, you had to write essays, of course, and it's like all of the materials and everything. A music supplement that was a part of your application. I mean, maybe why don't we talk a little bit about what I sort of did to help you through the process? I was kind of like involved in lots of little pieces of it.
Yeah.
What was that like? Anything that comes to mind?
Well, yeah, like kind of like I was saying before, when you're applying to transfer, you can feel very alone in the process because you don't have the guidance that you did when you were in high school, because you're not really working with the people at your current school so much. And like you don't have the friends around you who are also applying. So I think just having you as someone who I could ask questions to and just kind of talk through things was super helpful. Um, and I really wanted to show Columbia um, a musical through line um, and show them that I have this persistent connection to music, but also it's a connection that's evolved. Um, and I think that working with you, that was something that we definitely focused on, like showing them both what I did in high school, but also how I continued with it and also like did different things in college. So, I mean, one thing that I think stood out was definitely working on a music resume because that was something that I hadn't really done before. Like I had a sort of rough plan or something, a music section of my regular resume, but especially since at Cornell I did a lot of music classes and more like academic music related things. Um, and being able to show that I wasn't just a player, but also someone who's interested in musicology and that kind of thing was, I think, something that definitely helped.
Yeah, absolutely. There are kind of subtle differences um, for musicians in the process. If you're looking at top academic schools, for the schools that don't have a music performance program, and those are going to be the Ivies, the little Ivies, you're almost in a sense trying to show that you're interested academically in music. Like certainly you're going to send in your videos of you performing and they'll look at those, but it's kind of a different way of approaching it than you would for a music performance program. So there are lots of little subtle differences. And yeah, I thought you did that really, really well with everything. Uh, maybe just before we wrap up, do you have any, thoughts about what it was like to work with me? Just anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think that I was really struck by just how open you were to kind of everything. Like I think when I mean, yeah, like especially with transferring, like it's not something that people do a lot. of, or like not something that you'd worked so much with before. But I think that it was kind of clear to me right away, like talking to you, that you supported, what I was saying and my reasons for transferring and all that kind of thing. Because I think it is sort of, in some ways, a little like taboo, especially since we started kind of early in the process, like early in my year at Cornell, because I knew kind of early on. So just, yeah, like knowing that when I brought up something or something that I was unhappy with or wanted to change, that you were ready to support me and help me show that in my application was super helpful. Yeah, and just, I mean, throughout the whole process, like, I know I sent you my videos, that I recorded, uh, and like a whole bunch of the same piece to help like clarify which one I should send, and just having all of that, so that I wasn't making decisions all by myself was really, really helpful and made the whole process so much smoother.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, the way I view it is it's your application. There is no one like perfect magic application that you could ever put together for these sorts of things. And it really is more of a collaborative experience of bouncing ideas off of each other and talking about it and helping you craft what you want to showcase. So, anyways, I just want to say thanks so much and congrats again. I'm really, really happy for you, Danya.
Thank you.